Good morning and welcome to our short devotionals for Morristown Baptist Church and also Black Rock Baptist Church. We are continuing this week in our short devotionals focusing upon happiness in our individual lives and in our relationships with others. Learn to collaborate is the focus of our short time together this morning. Happiness isn't a matter of luck. It's a matter of learning how to work well with other people. I call this the skill of collaboration. And it's an important skill, not taught really in schools, but when it's learned, it can greatly increase a person's happiness. What do you need to learn in order to work well with other people? Well, two things I want to point out this morning. First of all, learn to cooperate with others. The church in Philippi sent a man by the name of Epaphroditus to help Paul with his things that were burdening him as he was in prison in Rome. Philippians chapter 2, verse 25, it says there, I feel that I must send Epaphroditus, my brother, my co-worker, my soldier, my fellow soldier, back to you. Paul is speaking here. He says, you sent him as your personal representative to help me in my time of need. By calling Epaphroditus his brother, his co-worker, his fellow soldier in the work of the Lord, Paul was using three relational metaphors that represent teamwork. Epaphroditus was a real team member. He didn't shut himself off from the world and become a lone ranger. As believers, we are in the same fight together against Satan. So we need to cooperate with one another, no matter how different we are from one another. The best place to learn how to do that, I believe, is in the church. So first, we need to cooperate with others. Second, we need to be considerate. We need to learn to be considerate. Paul mentions Epaphroditus again in Philippians chapter 2, verse 26. He says, he has been longing to see you and is troubled because you heard that he was sick. Notice how Paul uses two examples of good consideration here. Paul was considerate of his co-worker's homesickness, that he was away from home and longed to be back with his friends again. And Epaphroditus was considerate of the Philippians' concern for him. They had heard that he was sick. And when you learn to be considerate of other people's needs and their fears and their doubts, you will be a happier person. For instance, if you are considerate of your spouse, you'll have a happier marriage. If you're not thoughtful with your words, your actions, you'll have an unhappy marriage. The Bible says in the message from 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10, it says there, you must get along with each other. You must learn to be considerate of one another, cultivating a life in common. Cultivating a life in common takes work, a lot of work. Like a garden that requires cultivation to bear fruit, you'll see how your effort bears the fruit of happiness and strong relationships as you're considerate of others. Join us again on Friday as we continue in our short devotionals. God bless, and until we meet again, let's continue to exchange prayers daily.